Have you noticed anything differently when you go to search on Google, especially if you're looking for some form of a local service that's around your area? Recently, I would say probably within the last 4 to 6 months, they've made some changes and really started to push towards the what I would call the local search. For an example, I live in Kirkland, Washington. So basically, if I was to say Kirkland restaurants, and do a Google search for it, and it'll pull up, you'll notice that I have all of these restaurants over here on the map, which is a newer thing that they're placing this up on the above the paid ads. And the crazy part about this is look at what happens when you scroll down. It literally covers those up. So there's been a big push to move over to this map, and really what it is, it's the places pages is where they're really pushing the search to. And this is obviously important for a typical just regular search engine, but where this really plays into a search is when you have your mobile phone, and not necessarily just your regular mobile phone, but when you actually have your smartphone. So if I was to be on my smartphone right now and I was right here in Kirkland and I was to go onto Google Maps, I would put in restaurants, and basically a Google map would look just like this and pull up, and we would be able to search inside of the map as to some restaurants that were near. And obviously you can see this is a very large circular area. Typically there's just a 5-mile radius that they're going to pull up in on the Google Places, and you'll then start to see these restaurants with a rating system, meaning typically on the first page of Google there's only 7 that will show up. But when you're in the map section, you'll have a lot more show up in itself. I think it actually can go all the way up to 10. And so, it's really trying to understand, okay, so if this is the key, then how am I going to be able to show up, number one, for my place page, so that when people do the search, whether it's on just a regular search engine from your computer or if it's on your phone, well, you can start to look backwards and understand this from like a perspective of what Google would like to see. Google is really big into activity. Obviously, on a blog, for example, you want to be updating it continually and really, gearing it towards a specific type of business, whether that be a a blog that's on electronics. You're always going to be posting information about electronics, so you'll become what we call an authority. So if you look at, let's just say for Cactus Restaurant, for example, they haven't even picked up this place page. So for example, this particular restaurant, even though they're placing number 1 from when I did it, this picture is from City Search, is a number 1 position without the business owner going in and verifying this page and then filling it out completely. One of the big things I would say probably as to why this is ranking so high is due to probably the reviews and then the amount of listings that this particular restaurant has out in other directories, internet yellow pages, I guess you could call, like for example on City Search or Zagat or you name it, Yelp, all those different types of things, because people are just naturally going on and putting those in these different areas and then basically going and rating that. So it looks as though it's a combination of the amount of ratings that you have, the amount of listings you have around, how well you've filled out your actual places page, and then how you're continually updating it through reviews and different things like that. So that's for not being inside of the Google mind and knowing exactly what they do, because you really can't do that because it's a highly guarded algorithm that they have. That's from what I've noticed going through this. So it's really about understanding how to go about doing that and making sure that you're able to put yourself in a position that you're going to be searchable for the particular term that you're looking to. And beyond that, there's just a whole world of stuff when it comes into this mobile. So, this is just scratching the surface. So if you're interested in this and you want to know more as to how you could optimize yourself in order to make sure you're showing up in the proper places and then leveraging the mobile aspect and the smartphone, please give me a call. You can reach me at 425-941-2781, or go ahead and just go to my website, which is most likely on this page you're looking at now.